Faff.
Welcome back to FPL Faff with Jez, Jack, and Jim. I'm Jez.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Jim.
Jack is very close to losing his top spot. Jim, you are flying up.
I'm kind of disappointed for this week.
Mate.
Even though I've finished on 73 points, I'm kind of disappointed.
This was the
week.
week.
Both, but there were so many turn-up kings this week, or at least tiny turn-ups.
There was a lot of tiny turn-ups, yeah.
You could have slapped your armband on just about anyone and got some returns. Jack, you did not. Why don't you take us through your team and tell us of the disappointment?
I'd rather not. It was horrendous. This definitely was the week of the captain choice. I mean, that can happen any week. I think this week in particular was damning. I thought my week started well. I had Kane, 19 points. I didn't captain him. Captain Sterling, which is horrendous. 2 points over 2 games. I'll run you through my team.
That's so bad.
Yes, mate, it's horrendous. I'll start off in goal. Pope with 2. I had a bench of Conser with 6, Stones with 1, again on a double, and Dallas with 10. A midfield of Salah 2, Rafinha 2, Sterling 2, who was my captain, so 4.
Oh my God.
10 points apiece from Gundogan and Fernandes. Kane with 19. Ollie Watkins, I don't know where my faith is in the guy. 2 points again. The City game doubled my rank. Where was I? I was 17,000th in the world before the City game. I've woken up this morning on 29,000. Horrendous week. Can't wait for playing my wildcard soon.
Yes, after Gameweek 29. And that's when you're going to win the league.
No.
With no question, dude, because I do not have a wild card and I have to make a really shit team for Gameweek 29 and I have to live with that team for the rest of the season.
Mate, honestly, it's going to be underwhelming. Don't you worry.
To be honest, I was lucky very last minute on the second of the double for City because I captained Gundogan. It got me 20 points. Honestly, other than that, if I captained Fernandes, he would have also got me 20 points. The one I should have is obviously Kane.
Obviously, Harry Kane.
Yeah, with 19, that would have been huge. Annoyingly, he had my vice captain armband.
Man.
But my bench is great because I've got 2, 0, 1, 1. That's fine. But Cancelo only playing 1 game was annoying.
Cancelo has ruined my FPL season.
Yeah,
I got him in 2 weeks ago for -4. He's played 4 games in 2 weeks and he's got 3 points.
Brutal. I mean, it's kind of funny, but also brutal. Diaz, how he couldn't keep a clean sheet against Southampton. I mean, to be fair, to credit to them, they were really good. I thought.
Southampton were everywhere. I thought they were playing. I thought they played much better than they have been recently.
Correct. Yeah.
Shea Adams is looking interesting again, and I didn't think I'd be saying that this season.
With Ings out, he's a really interesting pick. Less than 6 million as well. He's a budget move, and Southampton, if they turn a corner.
I think they are.
Luckily he's not a defender, so he's not shipping points with conceding 5 goals. I think 2 players actually. Their fixtures aren't too bad, despite blanking in 29 and 33. But I'd add James Ward-Prowse to that on corners, free kicks, and pens. I'm interested at 5.9.
Yeah. Correct.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Especially because now they seem to be playing a lot more attacking-minded football. Obviously, with them being more open, they can get dicked by City. Which is
that's what you want from
that's
what you want from a striker. That's why Bamford has been so interesting this year. They'll lose a lot of games, but they most of the time score, and he's the man up top. It's the same thing if Shea Adams is going to be playing there instead of Ings while he's out injured. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it really does.
So go on then, Jim. Tell us about your team.
Okay, so it was a huge disappointment, really. The only good sign was Martinez in goal with 7 points. Matt Target was 6 points. That was my only clean sheet. Well done, Villa. Thank you. Diaz with 2, unacceptable for playing the double. I know one of them was the Manchester derby, and who saw that coming? Big up.
Not one of us.
No one. No one. Not even United fans would say that they saw that coming. Maybe the diehard, but even then, that's just like, nah, no one saw that. Cancelo with 1, huge disappointment there. Fernandes with 10, great. Salah with 2. Salah's no longer in my team. Whoa. Gundogan with 20. Lucas Moura. That was like, the thing is, he had a great game. He had a great game, but not for FPL. He was assisting the assister. He was really close a few times. So I think there is some points in him, but you're not going to return every week. But he's going to stay in my team because of the blank in 29. Richarlison, disappointment. At least we talk about the Chelsea Everton game, the better. Rudiger, he didn't start, and I'm worried about that. They played Kurt Zouma.
I wouldn't be too worried. Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried.
I think that's just a bit of rest.
He's missed one game. I think Tuchel's done a lot of rotation. You look at Azpilicueta, I think he's played every game under Tuchel, which is quite interesting. But I wouldn't worry. He's such a nice price point, Rudiger. I think I can see him coming back to replace Christensen. So I think you're all good there.
Sweet. I am looking at getting Cancelo out for maybe Azpilicueta. I can't say his name. Azpilicueta. That's the closest I'm going to get it. That is the closest.
Look, I'm not even going to correct you. You know I'm not going to cut it out. Let's just leave that where it is and move on.
Brutal. I'm going to try and stop saying it. Okay. Obviously, Kane, huge 19 points. I'm going to say it right now. He is the turn-up king. Turn-up king of the week.
I think he obviously 19 points. He's got to be up there. I think regardless of how many points he got, that goal, from Doherty's pass, that pass came at him with such pace, and he's got over it, and he couldn't have put it better in the top corner. Such a good goal. I love Harry Kane. It's nice to see him back in and amongst it again.
The man just knows where the back of the net is.
And that's an Arsenal fan saying that. Come on, guys. This is
all praise to Harry Kane. I mean, as an England fan as well, you want him bang on form for the Euros. He's
absolutely
so true. Bamford with 2 points. West Ham, guys, West Ham.
Mate, what's going on? I mean, Creswell, the guy just doesn't. I think he's the top defender now.
It's insane. How have I not got him in my team yet?
How did I get rid of him? Is my question. He was in my team for such a long time, and I was like, right, I'm going to make it. Yeah, exactly. I made a 2-week swap. Creswell has re-entered my team, but in the meantime, God, I've lost some points.
Wow, you've lost some points, but you're like really up there now. You're climbing. You're like 4th place in the league now, I think. I want you back into 5th, to be honest. Get back where you belong, mate.
Look, let's see how it turns out. But I was looking at this. I don't think I've had a sub 50-point week for about 8 or 9 weeks, which is pretty good.
You've been solid. How many did you take a minus going into this game week, by the way?
No, I don't believe I did.
You sure?
No, I didn't.
You won our head-to-head.
Yeah, no, I didn't take a minus going into this week, and nor am I going to take a minus going into next week. I didn't actually make a change going into this week, so I banked a transfer.
Yeah. You won our head-to-head, and I'm upset about that.
I did. I ended up with 75 points. So I'll go through my team. I had Martinez in goal with 7. Nice. Conte with 6. Stones and Cancelo, let's not speak about them, and they will be leaving my team very soon.
Whoa.
Bruno Fernandes with 10, Gundogan with 10, which turns into 20 with my armband. Son with 5. I'm very happy that I've got Son as of late. He's doing bits. Mo Salah with 2. He has left my team. Ollie Watkins with 2, Calvert-Lewin with 2, and Harry Kane, whom I wish I captained with 19. Now we're getting to the painful bit. First sub, Jorginho, 10 points.
Oh.
Then Ben Mee with 2 and Aina with 6.
Oh, wow. Tough.
I could have been on for 100-point plus week had I played my cards right, but there it is, 75 points, not too bad. It's not the end of the world. Am I salty?
Jorginho
Yes.
with 10 makes me so happy on your bench. Not only did I
it's
get
horrible, man, and it was
with Everton losing, I would have been stung by you, like literally closing the gap even further. I would have hated that.
It was such a stupid pen as well. Like, just, you play for a professional club. Grow up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
What's your team going into next week looking like, Jack?
So I've got 2 free transfers to make, and I desperately need to make them. I've got 2 decent goalies. I've got Pope and Areola in there. I am probably going to stick with Areola and get rid of Pope just to relieve some funds, to be honest. I've already put in Fabry or Forster. I'm not expecting that second goalie to start at all. I just need someone cheap. My defence needs a serious look. I've got Konsa, Loughton, Mitchell, Dallas and Stones. Not happy with that at all. I think what I'll probably do is upgrade one of those defenders as well. So not taking any minus. Most likely taking out Mitchell and putting in, I'm looking at a Brighton defender. I'm looking at a West Ham, potentially Creswell, get him back in. I don't want to make too many minus points, given I'm looking to play my wild card, either game week 30 or game week 31 for the run-in. But what that leaves me with is probably sticking with Salah. And I just, which to be honest, I think I'm fine with. I'm looking at his fixtures, and Liverpool.
The fixtures look great.
The fixtures.
I just hope the
fixtures look
he
great.
He still does nothing.
And he's still one of the best players in the league. Like I know Liverpool are on a horror run of form, but I don't. If he blanks again against, they've got Wolves in their next game, then they've got a blank. I'm tempted to get him out for 2 games, but then of course I lose the value that I've had because he's been in my team all season. I'm probably going to stick with him and hope for the best. And he could prove to be a nice differential if Liverpool do have a change of form and, managers are getting him out. It might be a good one to stick with. So he's going to stay in my team for now.
Hasn't he gone down though? So I made 0.3 million on him.
He did. He went down during the week from 12.6 to 12.5.
He has gone down. The other alternative is, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I don't think any more excuses can be made for Firmino anymore. I know he's important for the team and blah, blah. He's a striker who doesn't get goals or assists as far as I'm concerned. So if they had someone like Jota in there who is a really nice price point and is coming back from injury, I think
he missed a sitter in the week.
He should have scored. There's no doubt. But he won't do that week in, week out. He's 6.6. He's had a long time out. I think when he was playing, he's already got 5 league goals this season in, 8, 9 games. Like he was doing well. I'd like
most of those he wasn't even starting.
Exactly. I'd like to look at him, but I need a bit more time.
Look, I just don't have the confidence in Liverpool. Their price points aren't there. I'm not interested. There's a lot of players in the league that are turning up, and Liverpool players are just not them at the moment. I'm probably not going to get a Liverpool player back in my team for the rest of the season unless things substantially change and they start, ruining teams.
Yeah, give it 2 weeks. I don't want any of them in for when they blank on 29. I'm looking at my team now. I'm not actually that convinced I'm going to have a good week next week. I've got 3 Spurs players against Arsenal. That's a big game. I've got no Arsenal players.
I have the same. So I've made 2 transfers because I had 2 in the bank. Mo Salah is gone for Gareth Bale, the man of the moment. That is a bit of a bold and bandwagony choice. But
I have also done that same.
Do you know what? Even in the in Europe, he's scored, he's assisted. Like, the guy's just doing bits every time he's on the pitch recently. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give him a couple of weeks. If he's not turning up.
Yeah.
If he's not turning up, come game week 33, he'll be gone from my side because they have a blank. I got Cresswell back in for Ben Mee, who was probably the second worst transfer in of my season. So yeah,
I think Bale's smart. Like, and for you, Jez, you've got the Trinity up there. You've got Kane, Son, and Bale, which is hit or hope. But if they hit,
the golden triangle.
If Spurs score a goal, I'm getting points. The only thing is, if they don't, then that's a big portion of my team that's blanking. So it's a risky move. I don't think this is a long-term strategy, but he's in form. I don't want to get rid of Son. He's still doing bits. And if you get rid of Kane, I'm sorry, but you need to get your intelligence tested out.
I think. So, go on, Jim. How are you looking, mate?
Mine's really similar. I mean, you haven't made your transfers yet, have you, Jack?
No, I haven't. And the reason I haven't is I'm considering. I'm looking at the fixtures. I'm thinking, would I rather Sterling against Fulham or Bale or Son against Arsenal? And I'm currently sticking with Sterling, which is, again, a differential and a big risk. But he got a rest.
He's going to play because he got a rest.
I think he will.
He's going to play. He's also going to be a bit mad that he didn't play, I imagine. And he's going to be looking to do bits to Fulham.
I'm going to stick with it.
Like, slightly going off topic, but like, so Mahrez getting 2 goals. He was on a hat-trick and he just got taken off straight off.
I know. He's a 60-minute king. Pep loves making that transfer around the 60-minute mark.
That said, though, I think he started the last 6 games, which is rare in a Pep roulette scenario. He's done, and he's a really good price point. He looked great, Mahrez. There's no getting away from it. He looked incredible last night.
He really did.
I mean, he's a great player.
He is.
He's just got a fabulous left foot. He's quick. He's tricky. You know, what else do you want?
Correct.
Agreed.
Correct. So,
guys, one thing that we have not yet mentioned: KDB, 2 goals, 2 bonus points in.
So I was actually going to mention that. I am thinking of getting him in. I don't know who for. Because I've spread like quite premium all round, I'll have to go a bit budget somewhere. But obviously it'll be for. I think I'm going to do it for Cancelo. So if I downgrade Cancelo and actually get more points per value, and then that'll be my 3 City players, which will be Diaz, Gundogan, and KDB.
Are you looking to keep 3 City players?
Yeah, Diaz normally always plays. Gundogan normally always plays, and now KDB's back. Yeah,
I guess that's true. You've picked the 3 players that are locked into that team. My concern is, and I got to be thinking about this well ahead of time, is Gameweek 33. There's a blank for Spurs, Manchester City, Fulham, and I think one other team in the league. Southampton. So, well, then who cares?
What is it? Spurs,
City, Southampton, Fulham.
Oh, yeah,
so I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at my team, and I have 7 players from those fixtures that are blanking. Now, you know what? I'm going to get rid of 2 of my City players in the next 2 game weeks anyway, in the lead up to 29. I might even take a -4 to get rid of an extra player. We'll see. But, I'm going to have to do some serious clearing out to make sure that I have 11 players for Game Week 33.
We have to be on a strict budget, like you and I, James.
Yeah, and because we both don't have a wild card, so if I were you, I would be very hesitant to bring in any future City players at this moment, because that's you're guaranteeing yourself a blank.
I think the thing about City, there's a few things to think about. One of them is that they're on for the quadruple. There's no doubt about that. If they win the League Cup and the league, which is obviously wrapped up, they've still got the FA Cup and Champions League to play for. Because they have won the league and they're already a heavily rotated squad anyway, if you are going to pick City players, make sure they're the ones that start. We just talked about Diaz, Gundogan, De Bruyne. I mean, you obviously throw Edison in there. But you got to be so dead cert. For me, I think it'll be interesting to look at the teams who have something to play for, whether that be relegation or Europe. Like, that's where some of the value is going to be as well. When you've got like those teams pushing for, Arsenal, Aubameyang, right, as an example. Like when Arsenal are really pushing for any chances of Europa League, they're going to need to score and win games. Whereas City, part of me thinks that with the rotation, they've got quarterfinals of the Champions League to come.
Yeah, that's my thought as well. Like even someone like KDB, I know Pep loves to play him every game, but if I was him and I've won the league, he's not going to start every game for me. Focus on the Champions League, focus on winning the League Cup, the FA Cup, you know?
Mm-hmm. Legit. So with that in mind, I only made one change, which was Bale for Salah. I'm playing a 4-4-2. I'm playing Martinez, Cancelo, Target, Diaz, Rudiger. I hope Rudiger plays against Leeds. I'm captaining Fernandes because he's at home to West Ham. It's going to be a huge game.
Okay.
Wow, I'm surprised.
I don't know about that pick, but okay.
I'm going Kane all day.
I vice captain Bale.
I'm thinking about going Bale. I need to make some. Sorry, I've just cut in, but I'm thinking about captaining Bale.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a terrible decision?
I don't know. I think it's a big game. It's going to be, it's a North London derby. They're going to, all players on both sides are going to try and turn up, right?
It's a massive game. The thing about Bale is that he hasn't completed 90 minutes in the league all season. He's always subbed off with 20, 25 minutes to go. And I wouldn't want to put my captain on someone like that, despite how well he's playing. Like for me, it's Kane all day because he's on pens. Yep. He loves scoring against Arsenal. He's always rolled up for the game. I just think, top of the pitch.
Was he an Arsenal fan growing up?
He used to play. He was in the Arsenal academy, and then we.
That's funny.
And then we let him go.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Son and Kane. Whoa.
Whoa. Go on, Jim. Get back to your team.
Well, no. I was just obviously Gundogan's starting. Lucas Moura's going to be starting. Richarlison's going to be starting, and Kane. I've benched Pope, Bamford, Harrison, and Dallas. I'm sticking with Martinez away to Newcastle, then Pope away at Everton.
Yeah, I think Newcastle will struggle to score. Good things are not happening at Newcastle right now. No. I think that's a pretty safe bet.
And obviously Leeds are playing Chelsea, and I've benched all three of those players. I'm not happy with my team. Harrison isn't doing much anymore. He should have been Rafinha.
You need to get rid of him very quickly. Obviously, you're waiting for Game Week 29, but...
I might as well just, after Game Week 29, he's going to be coming out. It's just like, that's what it is. See how we go, boys. And so everyone's captaining Kane, and you're captaining Bale. Jess.
Well, no, my decision has just been swayed. I have just slapped the armband on Kane. I think that's the safest thing to do. Yeah, I was considering Gundogan as well, but no, I just don't. I'm not feeling it.
I would do that because I think I think it's simple. I think he'll get more points than Bale, but to be that differential pick and to make ground, if you're the only one that captains Bale who has a good game, which there's no saying that he wouldn't, that's a completely different ball game.
Am I being silly captaining Bruno? I think that's a smart choice.
Look, I think it's a hard game, but also Bruno turns up. The thing is, he doesn't generally turn up against the better teams. I know he scored on the weekend, but that was a pen.
Mm-hmm. Again, that's why you have him, because he's on pens.
Oh yeah, I know that's why I have. You don't have to tell me. I'm all about the pen turn up things, but yeah, I'm not sure about that one. But equally, if it pays off, your point's in. So,
Faff.
The top 10 transfers. A lot of this is an injury-ridden list. We'll go through. Mo Salah tops the list by a long shot.
He is out of here.
He is going to drop so much value.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone down again. Why is he not 12.4?
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. I guess when you're that expensive and that many players own you,
then you should rock it down.
It takes a lot.
But it's like Son. He's like premium. He's always been in the 9 mil marker. And he goes up and down like a bloody yo-yo. It's insane.
Yeah, I wish I understood how it all worked. and what the thresholds were, but I just have to assume that the more value you have, the more players have to take you out
somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, of course there is.
So Salah's number one, and then we've got 4 big red arrow injury signs in a row. Danny Ings, Harvey Barnes, James Maddison, Jack Grealish, all still being shipped out, with no real sign of when they're coming back for the most part. I think Grealish probably the sooner rather than later of all of those. DCL, number 6. Who's still preserving
that's not
decent
surprising.
value.
He's done nothing as of late.
No, he scored... So this was interesting. He scored 2 goals in 16 games, which I thought was really interesting in the league. Like, he's just not picking up that form.
I'm not interested in DCL anymore, but I'm going to have to stick with.
So he's out. Jamie Vardy.
I mean, he's gonna come back in form, without a doubt.
I think so. Like,
look, I'm really hoping he does bits against Burnley this week, because if you're going to turn up against a team, it's Burnley.
Because Everton's fixtures, they're half decent, right? I mean, they got the blank. They're not playing in it, but I think after that they got a nice run, and they're obviously pushing for Europe. So Luca Dean might be a player to look at. Jamie Vardy is number 7 on this list. Marcus Rashford, number 8, who has a little yellow injury. Mark Rashford. And then
that does change so much of the dynamic. I'm thinking of a completely different player as well.
I know.
And then you got a couple of City boys in there, Raheem Sterling and João Cancelo.
I'm surprised you're like still going in for Sterling. Why he isn't Kevin De Bruyne, I don't know. Like for
no,
you, Jack,
mate. Do you know
insane.
what? I was debating making the change. I didn't. It was a mistake. I've kept Sterling for too long. To be honest, what's thrown me is the doubles. They had 2 doubles in a row, and I thought I can't get rid of a forward playing City player. You know, little did I know he gets 2 points in both those doubles. It's just it was harsh luck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to help you because you're going to win the league, but like he should be Kevin De Bruyne, literally going in for next week.
So, well, I'm going to give him one more week. Like, he didn't play; he's had a rest. They're playing Fulham. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna keep him.
I think that's smart. He will play this week, and he will do bits against Fulham. The week after that, get rid instantly, because then after that, they've got 3 games in 5 weeks. In 5 weeks, that's
exactly that.
Not great.
That is the plan. Yeah. Spot on. Okay, top transfers in. We've got Harry Kane, number 1 on this list. Almost exactly the same number of teams that got Salah out have got Kane in. Then you've got Gareth Bale, who's second on this list, flying up in transfers in. Mason Mount is third on this list. I like Mason Mount. He came on as a sub on the week, but he's definitely a player I'm looking at. There's no question.
I don't like him for FPL. I think he does so much and he's so important to how Chelsea play, but they've got so many playmakers in that team. I don't think he's a massive FPL turn-up king.
If he starts, you're fine. You've got bits. He doesn't always start, I don't think.
He's not the player who's going to score you 2 goals in a week. He'll get an assist here and there and every now and then score a goal. I'm not interested in Mason Mount. I think there's more interesting players around that price point.
I think controversially, but I do think Kai Havertz, his time will come at the back end of the season. I think
on the weekend he should have had 6.
Honestly, he got 2 assists. He walked away having a good game. He refused to come off as a sub. I remember watching it, and he was waving to Tuchel saying he didn't want to come off. He's a player. He's a player I'm looking at more than Timo Werner. Like Timo Werner, his confidence is so flat, but Havertz looked very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, man, Werner he's gone in the summer, and if he's not,
I don't think he's definitely. What are you on about? He's not gone in the summer. No way.
He's done so poorly this year.
Give him some time. Honestly, next season, those 2.
He's had some time. He's playing in a great team. The guy can't score a goal,
but he has done. He has done for Leipzig. He's had one difficult season. Depending on his price next season, he might be one to look at. If he's playing up top for Chelsea week in, week out under Tuchel, there's no reason he shouldn't be scoring.
I don't know, man. If I'm Tuchel, I'm looking at Tammy Abraham and look. Anyway, that's a different conversation. But for me, he has no place at Chelsea next season.
I mean, that's mad. That's mad. If he has another struggling season, then yeah, get rid or loan him out. Something. But he will come.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea love a good loan.
They do.
They do.
It makes sense because they do turn up half the time when they go to another club, and then that either puts their value up or like gets them in good form for them to maximize on it. It's smart.
Yeah,
for sure. Speaking of Shaw, Luke Shaw is number 4.
Whoa.
Transition. Professional.
Not only is he getting clean sheets, he's getting assists and a goal for the first time this season against City. Good player. Should be starting for England in the summer. Richarlison, number 5, coming in. It surprises me, to be honest. I didn't think he'd be this high.
I don't. He's been in pretty good form. Okay, but
pretty good form. He scored in the last 4 games, like other than the one just gone. But 4 for 4. 4 for 5 now. Okay.
I still wouldn't be backing Richarlison personally.
I just wouldn't be bringing him in. Like they don't play in Gameweek 29. I just not for me.
It's a weird choice right now.
Yeah. You've then got De Bruyne 6th. You've got Gundogan 7th. 8th is Son. 9th is James Ward-Prowse. And number 10 is
James Ward-Prowse.
Number 10 is Riyad Mahrez.
Wow, Mahrez. That's bandwagon.
There's not a lot here. I mean, there's not a lot of forward thinking in that lineup. No, if I'm being honest.
No, but a lot of people play week on week. Week by week. So
that's true. I guess not everyone's wasting as much of their lives as us planning ahead.
And evidently, they're probably doing better.
I don't know, man. I'm flying up this league. You watch out. In 6 to 7 weeks' time, I might be sort of close.
Guys, remember in like game week 15, 16 when the first double came in and said he was going to be number 1? How great was that?
Yeah, but Jim, I was going to be number 1 if game week 19 did not change and ruin my season. I had to drop my second wild card instead of playing the maddest bench boost ever. Later on, I play my bench boost and get +1 points or whatever it was.
Faff.
Shall we go through the fixtures for this week?
Yes, let's do it.
So, first up, this is a game that I do not want to watch. Newcastle, Aston Villa.
Yeah, I don't think this will be a good game. I think, I mean, Newcastle, serious concerns over there.
I'm telling you, they're going down, man. They're going to go down. Fulham have been playing well. They're not going to win this week, but Fulham have been doing bits.
Yeah, I think Brighton will survive by the skin of their teeth as well. You've got, who else? Burnley, I think, will be safe. Southampton, I think, will be safe. Newcastle are really, really... I remember the post-match interview from Bruce saying it was an important point. Yeah, I get it, important point that West Brom didn't win, but that had to be 3 points for Newcastle, and it wasn't. It was a drab.
If you're Steve Bruce and you're worried about West Brom, that's the start of your problems. That
I would not want to be.
I'm sorry, they're West Brom are 9 points below you. They're 9 points below you. You cannot be worried about that. You should be worried about Fulham and Brighton immediately behind you.
Completely.
They're 1 point clear of the relegation zone. They have been playing terrible. They're missing all their star players. Fulham have been playing well. Brighton, we know, can win some games. I'm sorry, Newcastle have gone down.
Yeah, I'm with you. I would not be surprised. It would be a shame if they did, because they're a massive club, but they are not being run properly.
I can see them probably winning 1-0. It'll really piss me off. But I'm going to give it 1-0 to Villa.
To be honest with you, I kind of hope Newcastle do stay up, just because they're such a big club and that would ruin them. But I think Fulham have deserved it, so
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-0 Villa.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Villa as well, and I really hope that they do keep a clean sheet because I've got some eggs in that basket.
Mm-hmm.
Leeds, Chelsea.
I'm thinking
2-0 Chelsea.
I agree. Part of me was thinking, are Leeds going to score? And I just can't see him against this Chelsea team. I mean, I can see him conceding, no doubt. I'm going to go 2-0. 2-0 Chelsea.
I think it depends who Tuchel chooses to play in the back line, if I'm honest, because he's almost got an attacking formation and a defensive formation. I don't know how he's going to go. I feel like Leeds might sneak one. I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea. Crystal Palace. Yeah, I would love that, to be honest, because I've got no skin in that. But when I have no skin in the game, I love it when both sides score. Just ruin it for everyone else. Crystal Palace, West Brom.
This is a horrible game.
This is the worst game of the week. I take it back. I'll be watching Newcastle Aston Villa over this. Absolutely.
This is 0-0. Or less. I think actually I'm gonna say 1-0 to Palace, and it'll be Benteke.
Oh,
despite having a dreadful game week, I was in a good mood recording this podcast. My mood has immediately flattened after giving a prediction for this game. If this isn't 0-0, I'll be shocked.
You know, it's not going to be 0-0. It's going to be what is the worst result that we always say? 1-1. That's what it is. They're both going to be pretty awful goals. Jim, I think you're right. Benteke is going to get one. West Brom, who knows, but they will score.
I think if it's 1-1, it's 2 own goals.
Brutal. This is savage. Oh.
Everton, Burnley. Again, two awful teams.
This is actually going to be it. This is not going to be an enjoyable game to watch. For me,
what you mean, Burnley, the attacking squad, prowess. There you go.
Yeah. Honestly, do you know what? Like, for some reason, Newcastle, who are fighting relegation, beat Everton. I keep saying it. I'm still so pissed off. They beat us twice, and Burnley. Do you know this has got 1-0 written all over it. It's sadly going to be 0-0, and I'm going to be so mad. It's not going to be an enjoyable game unless, Ancelotti can do something to mix it up, which I hope he can. If anyone can, he can.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. 1-0 Everton. It's going to be a headed goal. It's going to be either DCL or Richarlison. Classic.
Yeah.
1-0 Everton. There you go.
Done.
2-0 Everton for me. Everton don't look the same without Decore. I think he's a really important player for him.
Oh, he's massively important, yeah.
I still think they will win comfortably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fulham, Manchester City. I don't think this one's as far away or as one-sided as it might look on paper.
It still is.
Look, no, it will be a Manchester City win, don't get me wrong. But if this fixture had happened in week 2, you would be saying, okay, 15-0 Manchester City.
I think it'll be a close affair. I think Fulham will have a good game. I think they'll walk off the pitch proud. But this is City we're talking about. I think it's a clean sheet. Yeah. I think they're going to score. I'm going to go 2-0 City.
Guys, I don't know what you are all both drinking this morning, because this is not going to be a close game at all. Fulham are not going to be happy. God. Fulham are not going to be proud. They may play okay, but let's be real. Honestly, let's be realistic. They are not coming away with anything too positive on this game. Maybe not conceding as many as they thought they might.
Wow.
That's how it's going to be going down. It's at least 3-0, maybe 3-1 to City.
This one's 2-0 to Manchester City for me.
And me.
Sorry, Jim. Southampton, Brighton.
Oh, tense.
This is an important game for Brighton.
I think Southampton's going to do it.
I think they will
Shea
too.
Adams. It'll be Shea and Ward-Prowse again.
Yeah. I don't know who's going to do it from Brighton. You think about who we were talking about at the start of the season, the budget strikers, Mope. We haven't mentioned his name for about 20 odd weeks.
No. They can't score, man. Brighton can't score. I think this game, I think what it will come down to is Southampton, they have more attacking potential than Brighton, but Brighton have a better defence than Southampton. So I think that's just going to level itself out into a drab 1-1.
I agree with that. Yeah, 1-1. Oh,
Did I say what it'll be?
I don't think you did. I think you just said, as in you agree with the drab 1-1.
Oh, no, I think it's actually going to be 2-0 Southampton. I like Brighton, but I can't see, unless they surprise us, I can't see them coming away with anything from this. But
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Leicester Sheffield.
This will be.
I don't think this is going to be a good game.
I think. God, I don't think any of these games will be good. Apart from the next one coming up, I think.
Yeah.
I think I look at this. I don't think Leicester have been. They got so many injuries. They've been so unfortunate across every area of the pitch, really. Apart from Jamie Vardy, who he's back now. But I think Leicester will win. I'm going to say 2-0, but I think it will be it'll be more of an even game than I think everyone expects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think without Barnes and Maddison in the midfield, this one could be a bit tighter than it should be. I'm going to go Leicester 1-0.
Do you know what? I'm going to say 1-1.
Brewster getting his first goal of the season.
He's due.
I'm calling it. But to be honest, honestly, something like that. Seriously.
Oh, okay. This is my turn up for the week.
Yeah. Do you know what?
North London derby, Arsenal Spurs.
We haven't talked about Aubameyang at all, or any Arsenal players.
I mean, to be honest, look, this is a very biased perspective, but there's nothing to talk about.
No, Aubameyang, there is. I want Aubameyang. Listen, when he's on form, he's on pens, he's right in the mix. And when he does well, typically he's in the bonus as well. Like he's a bonus king. So,
Jack, I take back everything I said about how you will still win the league. You have just put that last nail in your own coffin. It's going to be at the hands of Arsenal, which is even funnier.
No,
I'm looking at maybe making a -4 to get an Arsenal player in because I feel
okay. I take it back. You know what? I guess I'm going to have to win the league because you're both idiots.
No, Aubameyang is Aubameyang and Saka. I think the two of they're two to look at. I'm considering Gundogan out for Saka. I think.
Saka absolutely because he's not 11.3 million and because he actually does bits.
No, but value aside, Aubameyang, he's had a tricky season, Aubameyang. But you look at Arsenal's running. They're not from game week 31 onwards. They're not the worst fixtures. And they have a lot of stuff to play for. Like they need with Arsenal not having Europe next season. That's a problem.
I get it, but let me tell you, Arsenal are going to finish in 9th place. They're not going to get Europe.
That is savage. Look, I don't think that.
Sorry, that's what I see happening. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're going to make it. I think there's going to be big problems at Arsenal, and I think next season there's going to be sort of a clear out when all the players go, "Hey, we're not playing in Europe. What is going on here?" That's a little bit depressing, but sorry, that's how I see it happening.
We haven't called any results. It's going to be huge. I don't know who to give it to because both can do a surprise. At the moment, you'll say Spurs are in a better form.
Well, are they though? Because I mean, Arsenal have been playing better since the turn of the year. I mean, I know I just shat on them, but
no, I think
they haven't been having terrible results.
No, they haven't. They haven't had terrible results. You look at like the immediate, like the last 3 games, Spurs have won 3 out of 3, and they're scoring goals and they're playing well. But it's a North London derby. You can say anything. I think it's going to be really even. It'll be a good game. I'm going 2-2.
Ooh.
No, I think someone's taking all 3 points. Do you know what? Just because I've got more skin on one side, which is quite rare. Normally I back Arsenal. I'm going to say 3-2 to Spurs.
4-3 Spurs.
Wow.
There will be no defending in this game. Garrett's going to do bits. Harry's going to do bits.
What's this?
Son's going to do bits.
I swear.
Bams is going to do bits.
This has got 0-0 on
and
it
guys, Willian.
With Jez's reaction, this is 0-0.
Willian's going to do bits.
Oh no! Stop right there.
Look, I'm sorry. He's come back after his 23 weeks of doing nothing, and he's been rejuvenated.
To be fair, he got the assist with Banyang, didn't he? He's starting to contribute. Which is the best you can expect.
Oh, Manchester United, West Ham. I'm also looking forward to watching this game.
Yeah, So, I mean, I can say a lot. Both are in good form. I'm going to say 3-1 Man United.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I think that's a bit harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe 2-1, but I'm hedging my bets. I'm going to say 3-1.
Oh, I forgot that Lingard is ineligible for this game.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. I mean, still West Ham have been playing good, but I do think you're right, actually. I think he's been the key player. I'm going to go 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 United.
I'm going to...
It's genius, yeah. To not have Lingard play in this game.
Yeah. That's a huge loss for West Ham, for sure. I think they've been playing well. I think their defense has been strong. I think this is going to be a draw, to be honest. I'm going to go 1-1.
I'd hate that.
Oh, grim. Don't say that. I want to watch this game.
I do. I think it'll be. I think United will be on top, but I think I can see Fabianski having a worldie. 1-1.
Okay. Wolves and Liverpool is our last game to round out the week.
1-0 Wolves. It'll be a Jota and goal.
Oh, can you imagine?
No, I don't think it'll be a Jota and goal. So, I mean, sadly, I can see Liverpool win it, but I'm refusing to say. And I'm going to give it to Wolves 1-0.
I'm going to call a Liverpool win. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool.
It has to be. Look, if Liverpool are to do anything next season, if they're to hold on to any of their players and if they're to make Europe, they have to win this game.
What are you talking about to hold on to any of their players?
No, sorry, that's a bit overdramatic. But look, let's be real. For a club like Liverpool, like Arsenal, not even qualifying for the Europa League is a huge dent. You're not going to get players looking to come in the summer if you don't have the promise of European football.
Some players are lazy. Some players during this time they want less games because they've just had a crazy one. They still get paid. Not all of them will want to be in the. They'll definitely want to be in the best tournaments and the best competitions. Yeah, but maybe not going into next season.
You've said some dumb things on this podcast. That's
why you have me on here. Top. That's why I'm here.
Oh my god! So
you say specifically.
Sorry, let's speak some sense. There's already some players that have talked about potentially leaving in the summer. Salah, Mane. I mean, maybe even Firmino. There's talk about clearing that out.
Even KDB. Whoa.
Yeah.
What, does KDB play for Liverpool? What?
Oh no, I just thought you were saying players to leave.
No, I'm just saying players to leave from Liverpool. If they do not qualify for Europe, which if they continue their form as is, might not happen. There's going to be less incentive for those players to stay. And
also,
that's
who cares?
A big problem.
Let them all go. Let them go. Let them go.
Okay.
Let them go.
Oh my
Let them
god.
go.
Oh, that's enough of you. I can't take any more of this morning. Guys, this has been FPL Faff. Join our mini league and see Jack and Jim both fly down the table when they put their faith in Aubameyang. Watch me come into first place. Gareth Bale is going to take me on a meteoric rise to the top. Join the league with the code DKSORK. One more time, that's DKSORK. Go follow us on the socials at FPL Faff. And until next week.
Faff.